we're not live anywhere. Welcome back to the action, everyone. Lauren McLaughlin and Dominic Catalano having ESPN Plus issues on their end. So we saw that the broadcast wasn't coming through well because of the connection with ESPN Plus. So we have switched back over to USA Pickleball YouTube page. We wanted to make sure and bring these amazing matches for you guys at home so you could watch and have a quality that was worth watching. So thank you so much for joining us again. Make sure and share this coverage. We are here kicking off game number 2 of our first semifinal match here in Pro Mixed Doubles. Vivian David and Deckel Bar on the far end, taking on Zane Navratil and Andrea Koop on the near end. David and Bar take game 1 11-6. Wind was definitely a factor in that first game. Let's see with the end change if Navratil and Koop can make those adjustments here. Try and force this semifinal match to a third game.
Second server. One, two.
Nice battle there from Navratil up at the kitchen line against Deckel Bar.
One.
Got it.
Tough speed up right there for Deckel Bar. He knows it too. As soon as he pulls the trigger, hits that ball off the top of the net. He knows it's a tough position to do anything from. And good serve there from Navratil, spin serve. Got a lot of action on that kick to the left of Vivian David.
3-1-1.
They're up 3-1-1 here in game 2. Nice. Ooh. Nice coverage from Koop and Navratil.
Second server.
David attacks pretty high on Navratil's body. Gets a paddle on it, but just too much of an angle on it.
Nice battle there from Koop and Navratil, trying to stay in that point, but Navratil had a few opportunities to try and drop that ball in, just couldn't get it low enough where he could move his way in.
1-3-1.
Watch.
Backhand around the post from Navratil, covered beautifully by David.
Oh, Navratil, the good dig attempt, but just can't get it done.
2-3-1.
Good work from Vivian David out of the transition area, but again, on the flip side, just like Navratil couldn't get that ball down, neither could David right there work her way in. She got stuck.
2-3-2.
Barr looking behind himself, going, ah, that ball's gonna be out.
Three, two, one.
Oh, such an angle there from Navratil as he resets that ball.
4, 2, 1.
Again, that wind picking up there pushes that return just wide from Deckel Barr.
5, 2, 1.
Nice inside out. Again, Barr just taking his time, not trying to punish that ball too hard, but put it in the right spot, just out of reach
5, 2, 2.
of Navratil.
Point.
Coop and Navratil add to their lead here, up by 4 here in game 2, trying to force a third game here in this semifinal matchup.
6, 2, 2.
Oh, Navratil really trying to work that cross-court angle with Deckel Barr.
Good spot again. Deckel reading Navratil, trying to cover the open area on the sideline, and he flips middle nice and easy. And they get off 2. Barr getting fired up here, trying to get him and Vivian David back in this match.
Indeed, a spot in the winner bracket final and on the podium here at the APP Masters is at stake.
4, 6, 1.
No, just too easy there. Sometimes I think the Barr Ernie is just a little too much sometimes, where he can't get enough on it, and then he ends up just trying to dink that ball back over. What it does is it puts himself in a bad position, just like that point right there.
Agreed. He also projected he was doing it well before it happened, so I think Navratil more than ready.
We don't want an episode of what happened in your class.
Oh.
All right. It is starting to rain here on Championship Court, so I think we are going to take a break here until this passes through and we can conclude or continue play, excuse me. Don't go anywhere. We'll be taking a break here for this rain delay here on Championship Court 1, but back as soon as we can with more of this action. Okay. Coming back here on championship court. We are dry, we're ready to go. Hopefully that little patch of rain has passed through. We have just a few final matches here left to play today on our coverage of the Pro Mixed Doubles bracket here at the APP Boca Raton Masters. Lauren McLaughlin and Dominic Catalano here courtside. We are getting back into the action here after the rain delay. We are in the middle of game number 2 in this semifinal match here in our Pro Mixed Doubles division. Andrea Koop and Zane Navertil, our number 2 seeded team here today. Losing in game 1, 11-6 to our number 3 seeded team, Vivian David and Deckel Barr. Koop and Navertil currently up 6-4 here in game 2, however, looking to force that tiebreaker game to 3. And a chance of keeping that spot in the winner bracket final alive. Our other semifinal match, I believe, will be coming up next. That is Lee Whitwell and J.W. Johnson taking on Corinne Carr and Stefan Auvergne from France. Looks like Jocelyn de Villiers has a little competition. Not the only Frenchman in the game.
He lives in Austin, Texas now. Plays at Dreamland. Well, just started playing at Dreamland in Dripping Springs. Yep.
I know what you meant.
During our rain delay, spoke to Wes Gabrielson, and him and Simone Jargim had to pull out. Simone, very sore, very hurt. She's not 100% right now, so she is withdrawing with Wes. They had a long conversation. She did not want to, and Wes made the call to do it. So it was Wes's call. He did not want her risking anything. She is in the gold medal match tomorrow night for women's doubles, and he was like, to get through everything, he goes, he's worried about her with her back and her hamstring.
Yep.
Battled
some injuries last year, so.
And her hip, so.
All right, back into the action. Andrea Koop and Zane Navertil on the near end. Vivian David and Deckel Barr on the far end. Here as we get back into the action in game 2. 6-4-1, Koop serving. The wind has actually died down now that that rain patch has gone through. So we'll see if it picks back up again or calms down a little here. Certainly helpful to the players to not have as much wind to deal with.
Just long off the two-handed backhand of Andrea Koop. She gets into that firefight with Vivian David and Deckel Barr. That's tough right there. Any reset in front of Deckel Barr, he can almost read that at the last second and go, just because of his length right there. He did not go until Andrea Koop hit that ball. So any reset flat in front of Deckel Barr is very tough.
And we mentioned before the rain delay. A couple sometimes Deckel Barr's Ernie's not as effective. Might be not the shot to go for, but that one you could see definitely was. He was able to put a lot of power on that shot. Keep it low, get a winner.
Wow, 3 unforced errors real quick from Navertil and Koop. And that gives David and Barr a lead here. Trying to close this out in 2. Barr just needs to stay on his feet right there. Stay on your feet, stay solid. Don't try and jump. He's trying to do a little too much with that ball.
Coop thought Navratil was going for that final shot. Lets it go after some good gets from both her and Navratil. Navratil will take over second server here, still trailing by 1.
Side out. 7-6-1.
That's great inside out there from Navratil. David tried to pinch middle, and he goes sideline. Keeps that within a foot of the sideline. Shouldn't even get a paddle on it.
Side out.
Quick side out there for Navratil and Coop. And they're within 1 here.
6-7-1.
Just wide. Navratil was ready, though. Anticipated David going down that sideline, had that two-handed backhand ready to go, but recognized it was going to be wide, lets it go.
7-7.
Ties him up at 7s.
Second server. 7-7-2. Side out.
Tough ball for Coop to get, but it's a good spot from Barr. Even Navratil was going to have a problem reaching that.
7-7-1.
He would have been full extension too.
Good spot there. Clearly catches Navratil off guard. Tries to crouch low.
8-7-1.
Bit of a defend the face situation as well. Nice ATP from Vivian David and good defense from Navratil. Oh,
Nothing,
Deckelbar.
nothing Coop could do right there. Again, Barr just, ball kept getting higher and higher. Makes it easier and easier for him to put that ball away.
And we have a timeout here from Navratil and Coop as they are trailing 2 now here in this second game. In trouble of getting knocked down into the consolation bracket. While David and Barr coming on strong here, just 2 points away from a spot in the winner bracket final. Playing very strong, very confidently here, forcing the errors out of Navratil and Coop. See if they can keep it up and secure that spot. Waiting to see who the second opponent will be in that winner bracket final, as we will have our second semifinal match following this match.
You have 1 timeout remaining. You have 2 timeouts remaining. Time in. 9-7-1.
Ryan Deckelbar, 9-7-1. Still
Second
have 2 serves to use. Vivian David will take over now.
9-7-2.
Oh, and Coop has the sideline open. Good recovery from Navratil, but unable to execute is Coop right there, and it is a match point here for David and Barr.
10-7-2.
Deckelbar standing completely upright with that paddle down, goes for the attack on a slightly too low ball. And now Coop and Navratil still have the door open. Can they tie this up. Navratil, very similar to Barr, goes for that sideline attack. Leaves it just a little flat into the net.
7-10-2.
Oh,
Beautiful shot inside out from Deco Barr. Again, holds it on his paddle as long as he can, almost looking to make his opponent commit. But he didn't make Zane commit, he just froze him. And that's exactly what he needs right there.
made it look like he was going up the middle and then just right down that sideline.
Second serve.
Third shot drop in the net. Crucial to get that over.
Again, 2 more holds on 2 more match points for Navratil and Coop.
7-10-1.
Oh, Andrea Coop, not only with the block, but the angle on the block. Vivian David was not expecting that ball to go there.
I don't think Andrea Coop was expecting it to be that perfect either,
8-10-1.
but it ended up being that, exactly that, and it was perfect.
Oh, Deckel said go ahead to Vivian David and then took the ball. Clear confusion there. And Coop and Navratil are within 1 of tying it up here now.
9-10-1.
Ultimately looking to force that game 3.
Coop just can't get that last one back up and over, but a nice hands battle right there. I like the pressure they're trying to put on. Within 1 of tying this up. Oh, great catch by Navratil as he was absolutely frozen by the Vivian David speed up right at his body. Is match point number 4 here for David and Barr.
Oh,
Navratil able to get on top of that, but just not enough or too much angle. Sends that out, and it's 11-6, 11-9 victory for Vivian David and Deco Barr.
they head to the winner bracket final, awaiting their opponent, which will be coming up next in our next semifinal match. Dominic Catalano heads to the Franklin studio on court, where he will chat with Deco Barr and Vivian David as they head to that winner bracket final. Again, thank you so much for joining us, streaming now once again on the USA Pickleball YouTube page. Feel free to share to those who may not have known we came back on the YouTube page. Thank you again for joining us. We'll take a short break. Back with the action after this.
The HD5 is the green of ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD5 features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
You know why I play with this paddle? Because I win.
You ready, La?
I'm ready, Ben.
Let's do this.
Sorry, Ben.
Come on, La. What's going on, Lala?
I don't know what's happening today, Ben.
What is this?
It's my paddle.
This paddle is the answer.
A Ben Johns custom paddle by Franklin? For me?
Yeah, let's crush it.
Good game.
Good game.
Thank you, Ben Johns.
Way to go, Lala.
At Coulter Homes, the rules are simple. Grab your paddle and always dink in the kitchen. Remember where you are. Coulter Homes is the home of pickling. Smash and poach on dedicated courts in resort-style and active adult new home communities across the Southeast, including PGA Village Verano and Port St. Lucie, home of the World Pickleball Open. Learn more at coulterpickleball.com.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
Back on championship court, it's becoming a theme here with Deco Barr and Vivian David after their victory over Zane Navratil and Michelle Escovel. Andrea Coop, I'm so sorry. I'm listening to the talking over here, and it's been a long day, Viv. We've had how many rain delays? How many rain delays we had? Viv, going into that match again, you talk about times to attack, times not to attack. It seemed like you were picking those right moments against Zane when you were heads up. Was that something you and Deco talked about?
Yes, so he definitely gave me the green light if it's higher, or these balls were a little bit lower, but I know Zane likes to sit heavy forehand or backhand, and if I go there, then it's not really the best. So a little bit more body, and I was able to catch him a little bit on that.
And then, Deco, we talked about, some of those overheads we were talking about earlier in the first game. They're kind of dying, but then you're like, well, I was making the wrong decision. I'm going at one of the best defenders in the game, Andrea Coop, and she's getting everything back. Is that frustrating?
Yes, it's very frustrating. Andrea gets absolutely everything. So I think hitting him a bit more to Zane, he has some things he does very well, but I don't think there's a lot of people who are good at defense like Andrea. And yeah, getting a bit more angles on those shots, definitely helping.
And then coming out of that rain delay, right, you guys are down 4-6. You rattle off 3 straight right after that rain delay, Viv. Was it something you said with Deco and during that rain delay going, hey, we need to come out strong and let's end this in 2 and get ourselves into that winner's bracket final?
I mean, obviously that's the ultimate goal, but I think the little break helped us to settle down, and we came out with more energy, like Deco, like just kind of like, okay, let's go, like we got this, like 1 point at a time, but fire back. So, and it went well.
All right, and it puts you guys in the winner's bracket final. So congratulations, you got one more match today, and we'll see where you're at tomorrow. So for tomorrow, we'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back on, our second semifinal matchup here on Championship Court at the APP Masters. Don't go anywhere.
I'm so ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball.
I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about next gen.
I can't wait for the APP Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for next gen.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
The HD5 is the green of ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD5 features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
Welcome back to Championship Court here at the APP Boca Raton Masters Tournament. Lauren McLaughlin and Dominic Catalano here courtside. We have our second semifinal match coming up right now in our mixed pro doubles division. Our number 4 seed, Lee Whitwell and J.W. Johnson, will start off the match on the far end, while our number 8 seed, Corinne Carr and Stefan Auvergne, will be on the near end. Auvergne, I believe, probably a new face to a lot of you at home, has not been playing very long. And I think he's showing he is going to be a force to be reckoned with here. Again, Whitwell and Johnson on the far end, Carr and Auvergne on the near end. Auvergne a lefty, so you'll see him on that right side of the court.
So
pretty exclusively.
Yeah, what's going to be interesting is that Whitwell the lefty, Auvergne the lefty. So what's going to do is going to put the ladies straight up against each other in this matchup. Oh, what defense. Just so nonchalant from JW and Lee. Are just like, yeah, bring it. I got this. Don't worry about it.
We love seeing Lee Whitwell play with J.W. Johnson. She gets him laughing, smiling out there. Something we don't see too often, but that's Lee Whitwell for you. And again, having a new player that they're not quite used to their style of play, like Stefan Auvergne, they're going to have to figure out here pretty quickly what they can and cannot get away with when it comes to him.
Nice pull right there from Lee Whitwell. And again, the worst part about Auvergne playing so well this weekend is that everyone's been talking about what he's been doing. So it's not like he is surprising anyone anymore. The run him and Brandon Insikbong made yesterday showed everybody that he's here to play, and then he replaces Adam Stone with Corinne Carr today.
Adam Stone, of course, behind us, though, watching, coaching, supporting. Whitwell and Johnson up 2-0 as we get into this first game of the semifinal match. Wind is picking up again here quite significantly here on Championship Court in Boca Raton, Florida at the Patch Reef Pickleball and Tennis Center.
J.W. Johnson
beautiful.
just stepping over and poaching this ball off the paddle of Auvergne. That's a full big step, and that's how you poach right there. You guys watching at home, take that full step, get over, move your whole body. Don't just reach.
Oh, Whitwell. It's kind of like, oh, just was that out? Did it catch a line?
So it's a great read here, but the problem is that she was leading with her elbow, right? And so you have to lead with, not with your elbow, because then that means your paddle's dragging behind you. And paddle angles up, and that ball goes out.
We saw in their quarterfinal matchup against Michelle Esquivel and Kyle Yates, Lee Whitwell was a brick wall during that match with her resets every time it got sped up to her. I imagine we will see that continue here as well. Oh, She's quickly shed a layer. She's going to be even more mobile now. Oh, again, Corinne Carr reads that Ernie coming from Whitwell. She loves to go for it and attempt it, so catches her again.
And that's it. There's a couple defenses against the Ernie, right? One, you see someone Ernie lob up and over, right? Two, you see someone Ernie go away from them. Well, three, what Corinne Carr's done twice is instead of doing either of those two, she does your third option. She speeds it up at the person Ernieing and eliminate their reaction time. And so she's done that twice to Whitwell. Once, Whitwell hit it way out, and the second time, she didn't even get it over the net.
Looking to tie it up here.
Nice put away there from J.W. Johnson. Couldn't get the first one. Good dig from Auburn. But second one, Johnson able to put away.
A little long there, but Auburn, very tall, has that length to his advantage, can reach out into that kitchen line, take those balls out of the air, just needs to control them a little bit more. That ball landed just wide of the line there. Again, third time Carr has caught Whitwell on the Ernie by speeding it up right at her.
Yeah, and that's it.
Forces that ball to go long.
That's the defense against it. That's one of the few that you have. And Corinne's just reading it perfectly fine. Whitwell trying to go on the angle with the Ernie. Can't get it. She's 0 for 4 on Ernie winners in this match.
Couple good digs from Corinne Carr there to try and keep that rally alive. But a side out for Whitwell and Johnson, maintain that 1-point lead.
Carr trying to pull the trigger right there down the line. Goes a little long and wide. And Whitwell and Johnson regain that 3-point lead.
Vern struggled a little with that return. Barely gets it back over.
Nice job by Johnson again, making his presence felt there in the middle.
And a timeout is called here from Corinne Carr and Stefan Auvergne, as that gap has widened significantly very quickly here. Whitwell and Johnson out in front 8-4 now. J.W. Johnson being a little more aggressive, inserting himself a little bit more into this game now, and trying to take over just a little bit more, and it is working for them, putting a lot of pressure on Carr and Auvergne to match that energy. Let's see if they can get a hold here and regain some momentum here in our second semifinal match in our mixed pro doubles bracket. We will have one final match remaining today, which will be our winner bracket final coming up after this. And then, of course, all of our medal matches played tomorrow on Championship Medal Match Sunday here at the APP Boca Raton Masters Tournament. Lauren McLaughlin and Dominic Catalano here for the remainder of our day, and Lee Whitwell. Eight, 4-2.
Whitwell and Johnson continue to roll here in game number 1, up 9-4. A little confusion there in the middle.
Big stop for Carr and Auvergne. Need to get back into this first game here. Johnson, beautiful shot right up the middle there. Placement over power, doesn't put too much on it. Just wants to place it right down the middle. 4-9-2. And this time, big angle to the sideline for the 19-year-old J.W. Johnson. And a side out here. We want to give a quick special shout out to Day One, the CBD official partner of USA Pickleball. Auvergne takes one off the body there. I know you and I have both seen many, many people enjoying the new Day One CBD sparkling water drinks that everyone has been enjoying here. 3 different flavors.
Yeah, they're all over the venue all weekend.
People are loving them. So if you are not here, definitely check them out where you can find them.
Game 1 goes to Lee Whitwell and J.W. Johnson, 11-4. They will try and move on by taking game number 2 after we take a quick commercial break here.
the action here on Championship Court. Lauren McLaughlin and Dominic Catalano, as game number 2 is underway here in our second semifinal matchup in our mixed pro doubles division. Lee Whitwell and J.W. Johnson on the far end. Corinne Carr, Stefan Auvergne on the far end. Here for game number 2. Carr and Auvergne need to win this second game after falling in game 1 11-4 if they want to force that third game tiebreaker and keep their hopes alive of heading to the winner bracket final, where Vivian David and Deckel Barr will be waiting for the winner of this match.
Oh, and Auburn almost gets the sideline right there, but pulls that a little too wide. But a good start for Carr and Auburn.
Great resets from Whitwell. Again, brick wall right there. And we mentioned it earlier, Whitwell and Auburn both lefties. So a bit of a switch up here in mixed, where you normally find the women cross court from each other. This time you'll see them mostly head to head, as both teams want those 2 forehands in the middle. Oh, nice pickup from Johnson. And he finishes it with a poach.
Wow, what a great dig first and foremost. And then to read where Auburn's going with that ball. Great job by J.W. Johnson. Lee Whitwell appreciates that. Same guy. Just doesn't
They're
move.
not perfect.
Just doesn't move his feet right there, and that's all that was. He reached for that. Take one more step. Get yourself in good hitting position.
Oh, what a put away there from J.W. Johnson with that forehand. Again, he doesn't have a huge backswing. He's just so much power in his wrist and quick shots. Oh, Auvergne almost can't get that.
The big reach here. I mean,
nice
he's reaching 4 feet in the kitchen right there. It seems like not much room for you to work with when you're going to dink flat like that. Nice step by JW right there.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What a rally. Both sides phenomenally done.
And just the pure emotion out of J.W. Johnson right there.
Just explodes with celebration.
Yes.
Ooh, Corinne Carr.
Whitwell goes just a little wide, trying to flatten that out to Corinne. Another long dink rally. Now Corinne Carr looking for the Ernie, right? And so all that's doing is showing Whitwell that, hey, I could go here too. So it makes Lee almost try and be a little too perfect right there.
Little miss hit there from Auburn. You could hear coming off of his paddle. Three, 2-2 here in game 2 of this second semifinal matchup.
A couple miss hits back to back for Auburn. Tries to get that Whitwell let cord back up and over. Oh, wow, body up there from Corinne Carr. If you're going to go anywhere, that's the spot right there. She goes at the forehand, but at the basically at the left hip. Lee Whitwell. Just off the edge guard right there. Does not get underneath it enough to get it over.
3, 2, 1.
Side out to Carr and Auburn. And Corinne Carr with the Ernie right there. Big round of applause from Adam Stone back here. Just like Stone does.
And she's running from the backcourt to come up and take that Ernie. She's not up at the kitchen as you see a lot of times. Ooh, and a great poach there from Auburn as well. Whitwell gonna have a couple pickleball kisses, I think, after this match. Getting hit a couple times here. Just wide.
Tough ball right there. Auburn almost got in between and handcuffed. Didn't know where he wanted to go with that last ball.
2, 5, 1. Second serve.
Whitwell Johnson still playing catch up here in game 2. Poach there from J.W. Johnson, again inserting himself in there, being aggressive. Wind picking up quite significantly here on championship court, into the face of Whitwell and Johnson, to the back of Carr and Auburn. Those quick hands from J.W. Johnson, just too much to handle sometimes.
What he does well on those hands battles is he gets the ball down before most players. And so that's how you're going to win those hands battles. Get that ball down at your opponent's feet. That's what he does right there against Auburn. There again, he's going to go hard. He's going to go hard and down.
You can see that, you mentioned earlier, the really good foot movement. You can see him take as many steps as necessary to get over there and have a good shot there. All right, so a timeout called from Carr and Auburn here, as Whitwell and Johnson within 1, and they're in good spirits. You can see they're laughing, they're joking. Love to see it.
Yeah, Whitwell and Johnson very loose back over there as they are within 1 again.
And of course, Corinne Carr last minute substitution here, having Stefan Auvern replace Adam Stone. So he wasn't feeling well enough to play today, saving himself for tomorrow for Medal Match Sunday, but no offense to Adam Stone. Pretty good replacement, I'd say. Stefan certainly earning that paycheck here today, which currently is 0, but he's looking to get that paycheck. A spot in the winner bracket final will certainly help with that. Tied up at 5s. And I see the kitchen in the background, our APP mascot, making his rounds here today. People love getting their picture taken with them.
Ball dies on Whitwell right there. Every once in a while you get a soft spot on the ball, or ball won't react true to form.
Ooh, Whitwell with a little backhand slice up the middle there. I think she's happy it worked out how it did. And her and JW Johnson take a 2-point lead now, looking to close this match out in 2 games. They try and switch there to recover after Johnson has to go take that ball. That leaves a lot of court for Whitwell to try and cover there, and she is not quite able to do it.
Oh, and Whitwell gets one finally. She's been
Teetering
looking
on that sideline too.
She's been looking for that this whole match. Finally gets one right there.
Again, we're seeing Johnson very aggressive here in the second game, poaching a lot. Hard to keep him away from him when he's so mobile. Ooh.
Good leave there from Auburn. Still got work to do though. One more hold here before they get that side out.
Oh, just miss hit there. I think that ball might have skipped on that line. Couldn't quite see from this angle. Whitwell and Johnson closing in on that spot in the winner bracket final. Ooh, and a ball long from Carr. She doesn't get up on top of it. Give it any roll to get it down. Sails it long, and a match point here for Lee Whitwell and JW Johnson. But not quite yet. Corinne Carr, Stefan Auburn still in it here. Oh, nice get from Auburn. Playing some great D. Oh, wow.
Ball seems,
Nice rally.
Ball seems to skip off that line, off the paddle of Lee Whitwell. That's tough right there.
5-10-2. Side up.
And just so hard to keep that ball away from J.W. Johnson, especially when you're playing D in that backcourt. Just trying to keep the rally alive. Another match point opportunity here. Block there from Whitwell, keeps them alive, and J.W. Johnson seals the deal.
Final score 11-5.
And they are headed to that winner bracket final to take on good friends, Vivian David and Deckel Barr. Dominic Catalano heads on court to talk with Whitwell and J.W. Johnson as they head to that match, getting their thoughts. And our final match of the day will be coming up right after that here on Championship Court at the APP Boca Raton Masters, our winner bracket final, coming up next.
New People Pickleball.
Go again, until you strike just right, until the ball sings, until the other guy blinks, until the court's clear, and the sun sets, until you see it in your sleep, and wake up swinging. Go again. Until you can't miss, until you can't lose. Go again, and again.
Hey, I'm Ben Johns, and I'm here to tell you why the pros prefer the Franklin X40 Pickleball. I really like the durability. It's pretty rare that I crack one of these. I really like the balance in the ball. I really love this ball because of the color. The visibility at any time during the day is always extremely easy to see. So I think it's not just for the players, it's also a great spectator ball.
For over 40 years, Papico Sports Surfaces has been providing expert service and supplies for any court surface, from resurfacing to building from the ground up.
The growth of pickleball is doubling every year.
Court equipment for private residences, court seating, and court maintenance from tennis, basketball, tracks, and now pickleball.
We're actually doing indoor, private, public facilities. There's really no limit to what people are converting now.
Official court surface of the APP Delray Beach Pickleball Open. PapicoSportsSurfaces.com.
Semifinal number 2 winners, Lee Whitwell, J.W. Johnson. You guys take down Stefan Auburn and who is she playing? Corinne Carr, right? Yeah, the professor. Let's talk about that a little bit. You're, Lee, always looking for that Ernie, right? Trying to set up, letting J.W. take over. Corinne was, as you're going, instead of, I was talking about 3 options, lob, go away from, or go right at. She was going right at you. You knew it was coming, and then you finally figured it out at the end that she was coming, and you got one in the end, but she got you a couple times earlier.
Thanks for pointing that out. I'm trying to block that from memory, but, she did a great job driving that ball, and I was just a little bit ahead, and like we talked about earlier, leading with that elbow and then sailing the ball and making me look like a rookie out there, but hey, I embrace my rookie moves. So, but we got it together in the end, and, half the time when I'm going for the Ernie, I'm just giving JW run of the court, right? I'm just trying to draw their eye just to let him do some magic.
And that's exactly what it is, and it's trying to get him involved. No matter what, if they come to you, you're going to put it away. But if they don't, they have to play JW. And JW, you know that Lee's going to do that. Does that help you stay involved in the match a little more?
Yeah, for sure. That way I can dictate a little bit more. Obviously, I'm disappointed when she doesn't hit the Ernie in. I don't like it when she hits it into the stands. But, I guess we all got to do something. So.
Oh my God! Who is this kid? Where is he coming from? I love it though. He's finally getting some personality here. It's part of his game now. So, moving forward though, winners bracket final. You have Vivian, David, Dekel, Barr. Moving forward against 2 players like that, what are you guys anticipating in that matchup?
Well, I think we just have to get the ball over the net between the lines one more time, and that's going to be the plan. But no, it's like, my goal is always to set JW up and to get him as involved as possible, because the more he starts moving and the more he does on the court, it's intimidating. So, I'm thankful that I get to be on the same side as him and not across from him. I've had that happen a couple of times. It wasn't fun. So, no, it's I'm looking forward to it. It's fun. It's going to be a good matchup, and we're just going to have fun out there.
All right, well, you guys in the winners bracket final. Congratulations. Guaranteed to be playing tomorrow on Medal Match Sunday. It just depends on which match you're going to be playing and after the next one. So congratulations to both you guys. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, our next matchup here on Championship Court at the APP Masters in Boca Raton, Florida.
There's a gentler side of Florida, just waiting for you to discover it, where America's first resort destination was built and genuine hospitality began. A place with cleaner sands, warmer waters, and fewer crowds. A place different than the rest, one that exceeds, excels, and surpasses all expectation, waiting here just for you. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
New People Pickleball.
Go again, until you strike just right. Until the ball sings. Until the other guy blinks. Until the court's clear. And the sun sets. Until you see it in your sleep. And wake up swinging. Go again. Until you can't miss. Until you can't lose. Go again. And again.
So ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball. I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about Next Gen.
I can't wait for the APP Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for Next Gen.
The PT Pro Team at pickleballtournaments.com have unparalleled experience running tournaments, including all professional tours and premier events. We provide professional services to develop, plan, and deliver tournaments that players and fans love. Pickleballtournaments.com, powering pickleball tournaments worldwide.
So ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball. I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about Next Gen.
I can't wait for the APP Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for Next Gen.
You ready, La?
I'm ready, Ben.
Let's do this. Come on, La. What's going on, Lala?
I don't know what's happening today, Ben.
What is this?
It's my paddle.
This paddle is the answer.
A Ben Johns custom paddle by Franklin? For me?
Yeah, let's crush it.
Ben Johns.
Way to go, Lala.
New People Pickleball.
But be careful because he does reach pretty well because it's low and you can get those. Anytime you see him getting and if you have like a semi-attack, whatever, just don't go middle because it's very heavy here.
Okay, we're
Oh,
muted.
there he is. All right, we are getting ready to start our final match of the day here at the APP Boca Raton Masters, which will be our winner bracket final. Lee Whitwell and J.W. Johnson will take on Vivian David and Declan Barr. But we have a special guest in the production. Nope, he's leaving, he's leaving. We can't hear him. It's Zane Navratil in our ears. You can't hear him at home, but we can hear him.
He's in the
That
truck.
could be trouble. That could be trouble for us. All right, again, Lauren McLaughlin and Dominic Catalano here in the booth for our final matchup of the day. We're live streaming on the USA Pickleball YouTube page. Tomorrow is the conclusion of the APP Boca Raton Masters tournament here at Patch Reef Tennis and Pickleball Center. We have our medal match championship Sunday, and Kathy Dimitri is in the house. #1 fan of all time here in pickleball. Again, our crowd they're inside grabbing some dinner, grabbing some food before this final matchup of the day. Oh, Vivian David over giving her big sister Abby a big hug, who is here to support along with sister Sarah. So love all of the families that we've seen here this weekend here supporting. So we have this matchup coming next, Dom. Lee Whitwell and J.W. Johnson, who we just saw take down Corinne Carr, and semi-newcomer onto the pro scene, Stefan Auvergne. Just got to talk to him, found out he's a nerd in real life, athlete on the court. software engineer. He's glaring at me. I told you, nerds are real popular.
He said don't mention that.
No, it makes people like you more. So he is a software engineer for a fitness app in his day life in Austin, Texas. So hopefully we'll see him more on the Pro Tour. Love seeing all the new players. I think, what do you think I think 2022, first of all, is going to be a pivotal year in pickleball in general for the sport. A lot of things happening, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of big announcement and news coming down the pipeline. Do you also think 2022 will be a really big year for an influx of players into the pro level game?
Yes, absolutely. They'll be coming out of the woodworks this year. Due to the fact that there's a lot of money that is coming to the game now from all angles, prize pools all over the place for tournaments all over the country and internationally as well. So you're going to see a lot of players coming in that weren't playing competitively. A lot of players coming in from tennis. I keep saying that some of the best pickleball players aren't playing pickleball yet.
Absolutely.
They're still playing tennis or high-level, other racket sports at possibly a professional level.
Or in college, maybe they're playing.
They're still in college, right?
College tennis team.
And you're seeing that, and they're coming from, those backgrounds. They hanging around at 200, 250, 300 at the tennis level. You come into pickleball and you can make a name for yourself pretty quickly. We're seeing, Stefan Auburn. We're using him as an example. I spoke with him yesterday, and he came over here from France on a tennis scholarship. Got to the States and had played tennis his whole life and was burnt out. And so when he got here, he stopped playing, and he didn't pick up a tennis racket or anything for 10 years, he said. And then he finally, about a year ago, picked up a pickleball paddle. And just like, everyone, it's a very common story you hear all over. And sometimes, you get the people that are sick of hearing that story, but it's the truth. He picked it up, and it was fun to begin with. He liked the camaraderie, liked the people in the sport, had a lot of fun with it, and then found the competitive side of it. And now is getting into tournaments and playing and traveling. And you're seeing how good he is and the skills he has at the age of 32. So now let's talk about, on, professional tennis ranks, you're 200, 250, and you're 23, 24, 25 years old, even 26, 27, and you're hanging around and you're paying your way around and you're not making a ton of money. Come on out to pickleball, right? And see what you can do with such high racket sports background. These guys are going to be the future of the game. It's nothing against the players that are the future of the game right now, but they're going to add to it.
And of course, the legitimacy of the sport of pickleball is growing exponentially right now. Of course, 2 years ago, a professional pickleball tour didn't exist. And now, after the first full year, and again, the influx of money, the talent, everything, people are now starting to pay attention. So I think 2022, again, is just going to see a big wave of players into the professional level. Some, they'll get in, we'll see them kind of get a couple wins at the pro level, and then they'll start to break in to that upper level, probably, halfway through the year, a little later in the year, as they get the reps, at this high level, as they get used to the tournament play. And I think now seeing, again, many of us playing pickleball remember when there didn't used to be money to play tournaments. There was never money. Maybe one tournament, had money on the line. TOC, maybe US Open, maybe Nationals. And that was really it. And if there was another tournament, like $25,000 was a big deal a couple of years ago. That was the biggest purse you'd ever seen for a pickleball tournament. And now, people are up in arms that, these prize pools need to be 6 figures or higher, which, is quite the growth in just a couple of years. So I think again, it's still growing. We're still very early on in what will be professional pickleball in just a couple of years, but I think people kind of forget where we were at just a couple short years ago because they're so used to kind of this now, because this is what it is, and there are just so many now tournaments offering big money, and I think, you know, there's still, again, hundreds of amateur level tournaments, local tournaments all across the country that players are playing in and enjoying. And it's not necessarily, you know, that everybody, of course, is going to travel to the money tournaments. That is going to be kind of a professional pickleball player situation. And again, you're going to see more and more the people that are playing that still have day jobs right now. They're going to have to kind of make that tough choice. They're going to have to go all in on pickleball, or they might have to, you know, realize that perhaps professional pickleball was fun for a couple years while they could play it, and, you know, then they will say goodbye to it and let the people that are more serious about it and really want to make it kind of their long-term career for the next, you know, 5-10 years, however long they can play, depending how old they are. And again, you know, 4 of the best players in the game right now about to face off here in our winner bracket final match of the day here at the APP Boca Raton Masters. Let's take a quick look at the bracket as our players worked their way through. You can see Vivian David and Deckel Bar had to take down Kawamoto and Frazier and then get through Coop and Navertil in their semifinal matchup, which we saw here just a couple matches ago, while Whitwell and Johnson have to take down Michelle Esquivel and Kyle Yates, and then Corinne Carr and Stefan Auvergne that we just saw in that previous match here on Championship Court. So now they face off in the final match of the day here. One of these teams will head to the gold medal match tomorrow. One will head to bronze, where they are still awaiting through the back draw who will be the second team in the bronze medal match because of the double elimination format. Someone is working their way through that consolation bracket with a chance to regain their spot on the podium. So we're still waiting to see who that will be, but we have Derek Prince, who will be our head referee here for this matchup. Melissa Owensby will be the backup ref. I believe we are moments away from getting started here as our players have finished warming up. Everyone had an outfit change before this match. And again, the wind picking up here in Boca Raton, Florida. There has been some fronts moving through the area today. Had a couple brief rain delays, luckily nothing too major. But again, because of that, the wind very breezy here. You're going to be able to see our players' clothes billowing in the breeze here. Looks like Vivian David and Deckel Bar will kick off game 1 on the far end serving. Lee Whitwell, J.W. Johnson receiving on the near end. And we're off and running. Nice little floater there.
Yeah, and that's
the backcourt.
That's the difference right there, is they're into the wind, and so that ball's going to die. So when JW hits that flick, it may look off his paddle like it's going to go out, but gets held up right there.
We saw J.W. Johnson inserting himself a lot, poaching a lot of balls in that previous match. We'll see if that is the trend here as well. Quick hands from Johnson. Not a lot of balls are going to get by him. Again,
He's just getting so big in the middle right now. Moving his feet, and that's what we talked about with Lee and JW in their interview after their last match. He's just getting so big in the middle and using his athleticism to move his feet more. A year ago, he would try and reach for that ball. Now he's moving his feet.
So important to stay light on your feet. You can see him just continually sort of moving his feet. Oh, the wind gusting here, definitely blowing the ball a little bit. Ooh.
Just bring that attack, and JW Johnson all over it.
Just such quick hands.
Yes. 2, 0, 1. Serve.
Again, that wind holds that ball up. Whitwell and Johnson are going to have to put just a little bit more on those drops to make sure they get over the net.
Timeouts. Zero, 2, 1.
Tough ball right there for Johnson to pull back across his body. I know he wants to bring that back over, but he's trying to bring it on too much of an angle. He can bring it back to the middle. Don't try and go all the way across court.
1, 2, 3.
Again, trying to do it again. He's just getting caught. Trying to do a little too much right there.
2, 2, 2. Three, 2, 2.
I'd like to see Deckel attack that ball. He got the weak return from Whitwell, maybe 5 feet past the kitchen line. He comes in, he's got her in transition. He needs to drive that ball right at her.
Awkward spot there, right at the right hip of JW Johnson from Vivian David.
2, 3, 2.
2-3-2 as we're still getting into this first game. Oh, Vivian David. Wow, nice rally there. Just look at that quick flick from JW Johnson. Just no backswing really at all. It just comes firing at you all of a sudden.
Oh, what a job by JW Johnson. Just waiting for the right moment right there. Watch him anticipate this. And then just a pure natural ability.
And the let's go from partner Lee Whitwell in support.
It's so hard to teach that kind of anticipation. Watching a lot of things at the same time to try and read that. Good spot there. And Deckel had Lee Whitwell going for the Ernie, and J.W. Johnson not fully committed to covering. Big ace there from Deckel Bar down the middle.
I haven't seen an ace out of Deckel Bar because he puts it right down that middle line, which Whitwell is not expecting. I love it. Whitwell blocks that up just a little too high. Deckel Bar easily able to put that away. And you talked about anticipation. I think at a lower level, people that play rec play, they know if that ball gets popped up, it's done. The next shot is a winner, no question. You just kind of turn around, the point's done. But at this level, it comes back all the time because of that anticipation factor. It's so high in these players. That's why it's like, how do they get these balls back? So much of that is the anticipation and knowing kind of at this level where that next shot is going to be placed.
Nice pull there from Bar. And they are out to a 7-4 lead here.
7-4-1.
Got it.
Oh, and Bar wanted that back as soon as he hit it. There's no need for him to do that. He's got to go and drop that cross court, get right back in that point, instead of trying to make something happen out of nothing right there. That is a great third shot from Vivian David. Watch this drop. And then Bar with a great anticipation. It'll put that away.
Easy Ernie there for the big man.
He's going to get all the credit for it, but that's all Vivian David.
Oh, Vivian David, look at those reflexes. And we talk about, you know, she practices with Deckel Bar all the time and all the other guys at this high level at Dreamlands. And it really makes her fearless. Doesn't matter who's on the other side of the net from her. She will not back down. She just has such great resets and quick hands. And one of the lowest you'll ever see anyone get. Just makes my legs burn watching her play. She's so low, just in anticipation and that ready position all the time. And a slightly surprising quick first game here for Vivian David and Deckel Bar. Whitwell and Johnson will have to make some adjustments going into this second game if they want a chance at the gold medal match. Let's see if they can get it done. We'll take a short break and be back to game number 2 right after this. back to the action here on Championship Court. Our final matchup of the day here at the APP Boca Raton Masters Tournament. Lee Whitwell and J.W. Johnson fighting to get back into this match after losing game 1, 11-4 to Vivian David and Deckel Barr. Let's see how they fare here on the near end for game number 2 with a bit of a wind difference here with the side change. Whitwell, a little butt tap with her paddle to herself, telling herself to get moving here.
There's the Ernie she's looking for.
Serve. 0-0-2.
There was that Ernie from Deckel that's not quite as effective because he can't get a good paddle on it. He just kind of, you know, Ernie dinks it essentially. And then he's got to get back on that court.
Yeah, and Whitwell looking down the line, she knows she had a little bit of an opening. She could have at least reset that down the line and maybe got Barr out of position.
Vivian David does such a great job kind of backing up off that kitchen line when she's getting ready for that two-handed backhand. Return.
Nice ATP there from Whitwell. Gets everybody a little fired up here.
Go right here. 2-0-2.
This game number 2 is a must win for Whitwell and Johnson to force that game 3 tiebreaker. Winner of this match heads to the gold match tomorrow. Loser will head to bronze. It's a little too out in front of him.
Yeah, and again, it's the wind at their back right there. That ball looks like it's going to get to him, and then as it floats and is in the air a little longer, that ball dies, and that reach becomes a little too far. He gets it off the edge guard.
1-2-2.
Great 1-2 combo there from Barr, but he literally took that off the paddle of David. She takes a full swing here and does not touch anything.
I mean, one of them was going to smoke that ball.
Yeah.
Barr just got to it first. Ooh, he gets it.
Good hands off the serve from JW on the let cord.
3-2-2.
Barr really starting to go for his serve today.
He's really bringing it up that middle, too.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Barr's had this serve for like a year.
Oh, yeah.
He like put it to rest for a while, and I don't know why. He's always had this aggressive serve. We saw it in Chicago last year. He was using it a lot, and then went away from it from a few tournaments. Then we'll bust it out every now and then. But this weekend, he's used it all weekend and been very effective. Got it? Oh, wow. Deckel is feeling very good right now.
Absolutely.
This is the epitome of what someone in the zone would be. He's got everything going right now. He's a very dangerous man on the pickleball court.
And again, people kind of question, you know, because Deckel kind of has that toe. What is it? Oh, it's sprinkling. Barr is questioning. Oh, no, he's got 10 seconds to serve the ball. So he was questioning if the lines are getting a little slippery. It is starting to sprinkle again here. But Derek Prince says, no, play on.
With his stoic face. He said that without saying anything.
Just like, no, I've called the score. But I was going to say about Deckel's serve, a lot of people question because he's up on that one toe as he serves, and all you need is 1 foot on the ground behind the baseline when you serve. You don't need both feet on the ground. You know, it's okay to step immediately into the court once you've hit the ball. Hit the ball. Hit the ball. So again, a little bit of some sprinkling going on here. I think we're having a slight discussion about whether or not to continue play. I'm not sure at this point how many people have to agree to halt play. I'm not sure if both teams have to agree to do so. Seems to be very minimal right now. Prince is going to come on over here and give us the news.
So Derek Prince, again in typical Derek Prince fashion, letting everybody know, including us, and we appreciate that a lot, coming over and telling us that the players are in agreement that the lines are pretty slick right now. So some moisture in the air, and the lines are a little slick, and they're just kind of giving it a little time.
It's spitting ever so slightly. I'm not even sure if it's sort of continual or not. Looks like head referee Byron Frezzo is coming out as well. Make sure everybody is good. It does look like they're going to play on. So I think they have agreed. Kathy Dimitri has our heads on sticks over there, rocking and ready to go. Some really good crowds here today at the Patch Reef Tennis and Pickleball Center in Boca Raton, Florida. All right, so play is going to continue. Lee Whitwell serving.
Time in, 2-5-1.
Derek Prince's mic is cutting out just a little bit. I think they're still on first server.
And serve.
J.D. Johnson takes over here, 2-5-2 here in game 2 of this winter bracket final.
Wow. I mean, just watch the quickness. His right foot was on the center line, basically, right there, but right before he took off.
Again, that massive serve from Barr. Oh, I think that went wide.
Just
it does
wide.
indeed.
So Barr trying to use the backhand flick here.
Serve.
Good block from Whitwell.
I like the angle, but just a little too much angle. Good idea.
Go!
I mean, he is everywhere
He's
right
just
now.
in the driver's seat, pedal to the metal. He can taste that gold medal match.
6-2-2.
mean, he is an aggressive player already, but right now he's amped it up a little bit. And it's just, again, it's the feeling he's got right now. And
they've definitely neutralized J.W. Johnson a little bit here in the second game as well, not allowing him to really get into these rallies.
Wow. He hits a heavy ball already. Now, with the zone he's in, it just seems even heavier.
They are cruising here.
Wow, and Vivian's just feeding off of it right now too, right? She's hitting everything that she can, playing with so much confidence. She's feeding off of everything that Deckel is giving.
The winner bracket final game is getting farther in the distance in their rear view mirror as a match point here for Vivian David and Deckel Barr, looking to head to the gold medal match tomorrow. And they get it done with a serve return into the net from Lee Whitwell. So Lee Whitwell and J.W. Johnson head to our bronze medal match tomorrow for championship medal match Sunday here at the APP Masters. And Vivian David, Deckel Barr with a high five head to the gold medal match. Dominic heads on court to talk with them about their big finish here today and what they anticipate tomorrow in that gold medal match. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Tomorrow, again, is our championship medal match Sunday. All of our pro medal matches will be streamed tomorrow here at the APP Boca Raton Masters. Lauren McLaughlin signing off. Dominic Catalano on court right after this.
The HD5 is the green of Ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD5 features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
At Coulter Homes, the rules are simple. Grab your paddle and always dink in the kitchen. Remember where you are. Coulter Homes is the home of pickling. Smash and poach on dedicated courts in resort style and active adult new home communities across the Southeast, including PGA Village Verano and Port St. Lucie, home of the World Pickleball Open. Learn more at coulterpickleball.com.
New People Pickleball.
You ready, La?
I'm ready, Ben.
Let's do this. Come on, La. What's going on, Lala?
I don't know what's happening today, Ben.
What is this?
It's my paddle.
This paddle is the answer.
A Ben Johns custom paddle by Franklin? For me?
Yeah, let's crush it.
Good game.
Good game.
Thank you, Ben Johns.
Way to go, Lala.
One more time with Vivian, David, and Deco Bar here on Championship Court. They take the winner's bracket final pretty handily against Lee Whitwell and J.W. Johnson. Viv, we'll talk about what happened in that match. It just seemed like Deco, your partner, was zoned in and you just fed off of everything. He had all his energy in that match. Is this something you saw too?
Absolutely. He played absolutely amazing. Like, you could just tell he was locked in, zoned in, everything that his serve, like he was saying, he felt his serve, which is huge. And yeah, I fed off of it, like you said, and we were able to win it pretty handily. I mean, they're great competitors, but when Deckel is on and feeling it, watch out.
That's exactly right. And Deckel, we were talking about your serve, and it's not that you haven't had that serve. You've had that serve for over a year. It's just you thought that the conditions today were perfect with it. What made the conditions today perfect for you to serve like you were today?
I was feeling the ball a bit better. Just after yesterday, a long day of play, you usually feel slightly better and can go for your shots more. And having Viv, knowing she's a rock and gonna kill every ball that comes at her, just gives you more confidence and like freedom to do stuff that you want to do. So yeah, really happy about today. Looking forward for tomorrow with Viv and Adam. She's just playing so good in every event. So very happy.
All right, well, congratulations to both of you. I know it's been a long day. I'll let you guys get out of here. Congratulations to you both sitting in the gold medal match. Deco, you got 2 gold medal matches guaranteed tomorrow. So with Adam Stone in for men's and with Vivian for mixed. So congratulations to you guys. We're signing off for today. Tomorrow, we'll be back in the morning. Championship Sunday, bronze and medal matches all day long. Men's, women's, mixed doubles. You do not want to miss it. We'll see you guys tomorrow.